I have a problem with Shazam taking on the name of Shazam now because
Well,
if he introduces himself, oh, I'm Shazam. Oh, he transforms into the Batman.
no,
Right?
and well, that was
technicality?
the whole. Wasn't that the whole thing of like the whole dilemma with the fact that they were making the cap? Wasn't that what the whole Marvel debacle? Like they were
So
making Captain Marvel like.
Captain.
Which sucks because Captain Marvel is Captain Marvel in DC. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, okay. So it's a long. Actually, there's a. I can tell the story of Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel. So the first Captain Marvel is Shazam. He was the original one. But because the Fawcett Comics who owned them, they were kind of in like a economical limbo where they actually were kind of sold into DC, but DC never produced any comic books for them for like a good 20 years. At that time, while he was on break and didn't have any comic books out, Marvel was like, we need to make a Captain Marvel. We need to capitalize. Yeah, that's our name. That's our company name. So they created Captain Marvel, Marvel, an alien from another planet. And then this isn't the Carol Danvers one. This is the original Marvel from the comic books. Um, they created Captain Marvel, and then DC's like, oh well, Captain Marvel books were beating Superman books before, and like it's a character people recognize. So let's start making product on it. So then they made comic books. They brought them to DC. They had the TV show that was popular in the 70s. So they're capitalized on it. So then it's counter suing by Marvel. Marvel won the case because by default, because their company's Marvel, they won the case.
yeah.
So they own.
Oh wow.
So
I
then
didn't even,
yeah.
that's
So then
crazy,
they
dude.
couldn't. There was like they couldn't use Captain Marvel for a while. Then they would put him in
That's
different
nuts.
things. So then they just. I think it wasn't until like the New 52 in like 2011. It's
Yeah.
like he's just Shazam now. That he's
Yeah.
no longer Captain Marvel.
I'm totally fine with that. Like I don't, and I actually liked with the New 52 how they made him more of a smartass, like whereas before he wasn't really before
More
the
of a
New
real
52.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
exactly. It was more realistic and
oh boy, he was like.
yeah, exactly. And one thing I remember at the time I used to think like when everyone would say like, oh, who's better, Marvel, DC? I remember I would always be like, yeah, well, Thanos copied Darkseid. He's like a cheap ripoff. But then when I dove in, I'm like, oh no, Kirby literally was working for DC when they created Darkseid. So I was like, fine, Marvel, you won, dude. God damn it.
I mean, everyone copies each other. Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's why I will always be a DC guy. Like I love Marvel, but I will always be like DC is my jam. You know what I mean? Like
we're gonna have some trouble here. Let me turn this video off right now.
yeah. You're like I'm done with it.
This is slander. No. I mean, I love both. I do lean more towards Marvel, but I still love my DC characters. I'm not
son of a.
I think people get really upset because they have to pick one side. No, I like both.
There is like that sense of like, oh well, what are you? Are you Marvel? It's like, dude, why can't you like both? Yeah. Like it's all right.
Everything's political now.
Yeah, I know. You gotta have one or the other, right? Yeah, well, I agree. I like both too. I just, if you give me a choice though, I'm gonna choose DC every time.
Yeah. Now when you were talking about let's go back to talk about Batman a little bit and talk about 89 Batman. Summer 89? I think it was summer 89.
Yeah, it was summer. I was up in northern Wisconsin and my uncle's lake, he had this little cottage.
Yeah.
And we went into this little town and we saw Batman.
Yeah. I can't remember where I watched it, but I do remember. I think I had the same experience you had where it just kind of blew my mind. Like it was. Yeah. I think what's cool when we were kids is like when we had their cartoons and comic books, but when we saw the movie version, it was almost like night and day how different they were from the cartoons. Because when you saw Batman, it's like, oh, this is serious.
For sure.
It's something about it looked really serious and really dark and Jack Nicholson's Joker, dude,
that was.
I think it was the first movie where I heard "son of a bitch."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Come and get me, you son of a bitch. Yeah. And then I say that I get in trouble.
Jack Palance, dude, in that movie was so great as Grissom.
Do you know Jack Palance is the visual reference for Darkseid?
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope, dude. I love that.
Yeah, he's part of.
Dude, he's such a badass man.
He is.
Did you ever see the old school black and white Western Shane?
No, I haven't. But
Oh,
I'm
go
gonna look at
watch
that.
it.
Okay.
Palance plays the gunslinger in that movie, and
Okay.
he's this gunslinger that doesn't say a word. He
Uh-huh.
says like 2 words the whole movie, but he's awesome in it. He's really
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. I like westerns, so I'll check it out.
Cool.
I watch more like like spaghetti westerns.
Oh,
Like
spaghetti westerns are
Django
great.
and like
Yeah.
Fistful of Dollars.
I still need to see that. Actually, my buddy was saying, he was like, "Dude, you got to see Fistful of Dollars."
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I actually need to watch that. Clint Eastwood, right?
Yeah. Man with No Name, another good one. But the black and white cowboy movies I haven't really dived into, but I will. I should have time.
It's cool, man. It's honestly like actually, you know what? I think I posted this randomly on social media, but you know the movie Drive? Did you see Drive?
No, I haven't. The Ryan
Yeah,
Gosling one, right?
Yeah. I mean, Drive is pretty gory, but it's good too. But like Drive is literally, I watched it like for the 3rd time, and I'm like, holy shit! It just kind of hit me, and I was like, oh my god, like Drive is it's 100% a Shane. It's a remake of Shane.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's literally the same plot. It's the same character. It's the same story.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought that was very cool, like, because they kind of just made him into a stunt car driver instead of this gunslinger.
Okay. So, I'll check it out now. Yeah.
Kind of cool. Yeah. You should watch both. Watch Shane and then watch Drive.
Okay. Yeah, because they're just similar movies.
very similar. Yeah. Very similar.
Here's the modern version with some electronica.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. That's the music.
That's so great.
I heard the music's pretty awesome. That
it's amazing, and
it's like synth, right?
Totally, and the title kind of looks like that old 80s Tom Cruise movie Cocktail. It kind of has like the hot pink,
yeah. I love how your love of the 80s kind of inspired your latest work.
Thanks,
what we talked about last time. Do you want to share a little bit of it?
Yeah, sure. Actually, here I'll if you don't mind, I'll read you the. Is that cool if I read the log line?
Yeah. If you look at the corner of Jeremy's screen, that is the madness that he's been working on. That's not a those aren't plans for Atom Bomb. That's storyboarding that Jeremy's working on for his story. No, I'm seeing the board behind you. That's madness.
Oh, I got you. I'm gonna hold different plans.
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
That's kind of there's this anybody who's interested in learning writing. There's this awesome guy. His name's Tyler Mowry. Mowery. He is like he's got a YouTube channel on screenwriting, and I've been trying to learn how to write. And dude, I have never found such like informative, concise, clear videos on storytelling. And I promise this isn't even though it's a plug, it's not officially a plug. Like I'm genuinely saying this.
If it's something that you are really like works for you, like that's great. That's a personal reference right there.
It's cool, man. Like and so I watched like just all of his YouTube videos, and I found out that he had this online practical screenwriting course. So I signed up for it about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and I plowed through the course. And the coolest thing that comes with the course is that there's this Facebook group that you can like kind of challenge each other and set deadlines for each other, and you read each other's work, and it's really great. And it's really been helping me. And so this behind me is called this Story Circle. And it's basically Dan Harmon, who's the writer of Rick and Morty.
And Community?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I've never seen Community, but I've heard awesome stuff. My sister loves that show.
You need to watch it.
All right, I got that. Everyone keeps telling me I got to watch it.
Let's watch together.
Yeah. No, dude, we can zoom. We can zoom some episodes or something.
Dude, it's so great. Go ahead.
I've heard good things, man.
Well, I still rewatch it. I still rewatch episodes of Community. I'm such a Community fan. Like I'm a huge Community fan.
I need it, dude. You're like I have heard that so many times, and for whatever reason, I think it's just because there's so many good shows out right now. It's just like, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, I know, but we got time.
Totally, man. But no, he came up with this thing called the Story Circle, and it's basically like Joseph Campbell's Hero's Path, but it's like condensed down, because his whole thing was like, I can't remember off the top of my head the Hero's Path. It's not quick enough. I can't, know. So he literally condensed it into this 8-step thing that you can apply to any story, and it is like It is, dude. And I can read the steps. It's like the steps are you, need, go, adapt, find, price, return, change. And so you can apply it to Spider-Man. So you, Spider-Man, need. He wants to find the person that killed his Uncle Ben, right? Go. He gets bitten by the spider and he becomes Spider-Man. He has to adapt. Adapt, which is the next one. Find. He finds his uncle's killer, but then finds out that he was responsible. Price is he realizes that he was actually kind of responsible for his uncle's death. Change, or no, return. He returns to his old world, which is, I'm returning to, Aunt May, Peter Parker, and what's the change? With great power comes great responsibility.
Holy
so
shit.
that like, dude, like right there, it's like
I just took a story telling class.
No, dude, literally, like you can. It's nuts, man. And
That's
I'm telling
crazy.
you,
That's a great
isn't
system.
that cool?
That's a great
Isn't that
system.
cool?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm
that's
telling you,
really
you can watch any single movie and put that. I'll send it to you. You put it on the coffee table, and you're literally like, oh, there's that one. Oh, there's that one, and it's just nuts. So
that's cool. That's really cool.
So yeah, so I've been kind of trying to map out my my story on there, and
That's great.
my goal is to just. I'm hoping, dude, like in the next, man, if I can, I'd like to get the script done by like 2021. I realistically, if I can get the script done next year and start the concept art, I've already started the concept art a little bit. And then by like, if I can start penciling and inking pages in 2022, I'd be happy. Because I want to pitch it to, I would love to pitch it to Image, or just like, even if like 2 people read it, dude, I'm stoked.
Dude, I really hope that you make it, because I would
Thanks,
I'd love to read it, and I'd love to have you sign it.
Hey, dude, thanks.
And I would definitely just milk the hell out of, like, this. My friend made this.
Oh, dude, I would appreciate that, man. Thank you,
dude.
buddy.
I milk. Not only do I milk the artwork you give me, but like your wife, the beautiful Jennifer. Because my niece and nephew always watch the Disney shorts.
Yeah.
And she always pops up like, hey, that's my friend Jen.
Yeah. No, and for anyone that doesn't know, Katar was the one that he actually was our DJ at our wedding. So
was the DJ, yeah.
And that's how we met. So he is a hell of a DJ, man. I'm not just saying that shit. My brother, my older brother, like all the time he's like, dude, Katar was like, holy shit, like Katar's like legit. I'm like, yeah, I know. He's like, and then like 2 months later, he's like, dude, seriously, Katar's really good. I'm like, yeah, I know.
2 months later,
and then like another, he's like, dude, is he on Instagram? I'm like, yeah, he's on. He's like, I think I'm gonna look him. I was like, you should.
Yeah, we're friends on Instagram. You meet your brother. He has really fun filming equipment. I know, dude. When I see him work, I'm like, man, that's just like camera porn for me. I'm like,
dude, he's got the coolest toys, man. Like he's like ready for the apocalypse. He has every single. I have like some sneakers and a backpack, and he's got like rope, goggles, like. He
Must be Colorado thing, They just like more woods around the area.
Totally.
We're pussies here in California.
Well, he's out here now, man.
Oh, he moved out here?
He moved. He's here now. Yeah.
Is he working in the film industry out here? Or?
Yeah, he's working. Bro,
it's great for him.
Yeah, dude, I'm super stoked for him. He just got promoted. He's working for this guy, filming like auto shows, like
shit,
cool, like about rebuilding cars and stuff. And
that's bad.
Yeah, dude, cool. I'm so happy. He works his butt off, and he's killing it, man. I'm really proud of him. He's like.
You'll ask Chris to jump on and
I'm glad you said it and I didn't, because I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to like force it on you. So dude,
please force whatever you want on me. I'll listen in.
I bet you he would love it, man, because he really likes you. So I think
he's a cool guy. Yeah,
cool.
I like him. Your whole family was really like nice people.
Thanks, man.
I had no sometimes at weddings, like sometimes people can be jerks. Like that happens,
I'm sure weddings get intense.
Yeah. Like, where's my song, But your family was really cool. And actually, what's funny? I remember, I don't know if it was your brother, but I talked to some of your groomsmen, and like we're having like this talk about who would win in a fight, Jason Todd or
I remember that.
Or
I think my brother.
Maybe it was your brother. Yeah. But like we're having this deep conversation. Like, I gotta go because we gotta get to work.
Yeah. No, I remember my brother. I remember my brother. Usually, he's used to like winning those conversations because he knows he follows Jason Todd pretty heavily. But when he like came across you and you're like, nah, because Jason would have done this, and he was like, oh snap, like who's this guy? Because you threw it back. You're like, no, but and all of a sudden I could tell my brother was like, oh, okay, like let's talk about this.
Let's do it.
That was cool.
I think maybe we should have like your brother, me, and maybe another nerdy guy, and just do like a March Madness of like superheroes, and just kind of go down.
That'd be dope.
Be fun,
he loves Jason Todd. That's his.
I love Jason Todd. But
for anyone who doesn't know who that is, that's the very second Robin who got killed by the Joker.
Who was killed off by fans. They voted him off. That was a huge thing in the 80s. Like basically
so dark. They're like,
it is.
Kill him or
yeah. Like fans phoned in, kill Jason Todd. Like it's a public execution in comic form. That's really what it was.
It really was. It was.
But he became such an awesome redeeming character when he came back. It became
dude. He's on. I mean, Grayson's my number one. Robin and Drake's had two, but Todd Todd's got the coolest story though. 100%.
I think with the Red Hood, he has the best arc.
Yes, he really does.
Because I feel honestly he probably is the more intriguing of the Robins because of his struggle. Yes, and he's the bad boy.
Totally.
He grew up in a bad family, you know, like he had
Two-Face killed his pops.
Yeah. With like we can do a whole Robin thing another day. But,
totally.
I do want to clarify why I did say that Winter Soldier would beat Jason
Todd. Yeah.
My argument was the fact that Jason Todd is too he's too wild. You know, he's a little aggressive. He's a hothead, you know.
Totally.
Winter Soldier, Bucky, he's a trained killer. He's
cybernetic arm, right?
But he's an assassin. He's a trained killer, you know. Like during the time that Cap was being Captain America, he was working espionage. He was the greatest assassin. That was just a whisper. Like
I would have.
Did you hear about the Winter Soldier? Like that's how scary it was, you know.
Dude, I would have to agree with you, and I think, you know, even though
Sorry,
Todd, even though Todd like did technically train with the League, you know, in Roz, like he didn't really though, because he came out, he kind of like they tried to train him and he just like he was too crazy, like he couldn't. So I would agree with you. And I would have to say
I mean, like, and coming back to life, that fucks with your head, you know.
For sure.
Or I could imagine. This is
no.
This isn't real.
We've both been there. No.
Yeah, I came back to life through the last race of the pit. That's happened to me before.
Totally, man.
But no, your family completely cool, and your dad was a really cool guy too, and like it's all coming back to me now. Like, I'm seeing all these faces in my head.
You made the wedding so cool, man. If there's one thing I wish I could have like actually done is I remember talking to everybody, and I just remember like this white noise. Like I don't even remember hearing the music, and it bums me out because like I remember all the songs we talked about and we like picked them, and then I didn't even really get to enjoy. Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, the music!" And I was like, "Yeah, the music was great." And I was just like, "I can't remember."
That's how it is, man. Yeah, You guys are taking pictures and like it's a lot of stuff going on.
Totally.
I did play because I know you're a huge Karate Kid fan. At your wedding, I played "Glory of Love" during dinner, and like I think that's when your brother lit up. Like, oh my god, this song.
Oh yeah, no, because you were playing that, and then you were playing like "Send Me an Angel" from Rad, and like
I did. Oh my god, I can't remember it was that deep. Okay.
Well, that's
wow. I forgot about that. I forgot about that in my library.
That's why Chris was like, dude, who the fuck is this guy? Well, because Chris is like. He loves 80s. I mean, we grew up on all that.
Yeah, you know, that you, me, and Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
That's our generation.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it all comes down to planning. You know, like we talk. The reason why it worked out so well, you, me, click. You know, and you know, I love Jen, and you guys are so great together. We all really clicked. You know, like we just. Was it which Browse show we meet at?
No.
Because I remember it was a Browse show, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it was. It had to have been. I remember because it was at the Mission Inn. It was raining.
Oh, it was the Mission Inn. Yeah.
Yeah, it was raining. Dude, that day was super magical because you know the Mission Inn. And then, dude, that was a dope day. Like, and I remember all the vendors, and you kind of stuck in our mind. And I remember when our first meeting, I think we talked about like the wedding for like 10 seconds, and then it was comic books the whole time. And like we walked out of there, and Jen was like, "Holy shit!" Like, all right, like, like she really liked you, but I think she was overwhelmed too. Of like, God,
how we were clicking. We
need to talk about the wedding. So
I remember distinctly Jen nudging you like, all right, let's
we were both just like, yeah, but Batman, hold on. But Jason Todd wouldn't do that.
Enough about your father and our dad, so we need to talk about this. How's she doing? How you guys?
She's good, man. Yeah. No, she's great. She's staying busy. She's on the next project for Disney, and
wow.
Yeah,
which we can't say right now.
I wish. She can't even say it to me. I see like little, little things here and there, but I don't really know the details. But
I saw one eyeball.
yeah, exactly. I saw an eyeball and some like hair. Yeah. But no, it looks pretty cool. Like it seems like a cool concept, and yeah, man, I'm proud of her. She just keeps on.
Yeah, I am, dude. Next time you see, next time you see, you live with her.
Yeah, no.
Tell her I'm totally proud of her. You know, like I love seeing her show up every time I watch cartoons with my kids. Oh, not my kids, my niece and nephew.
Dude.
Like, yeah, because they
just watch it.
They just watch it on a loop, you know, and like the Zenith, it's a beautiful cartoon. If you guys don't know, she directed Zenith on the Disney shorts. So if you go on Disney Plus right now and watch Zenith, that is Jen, that is Jeremy's wife, his very talented wife. She directed that, and like it's the cartoon itself. It is kind of a little bit homage to the Fantasia cartoons that
nice. There it
he's watched as a kid. I watched the video. I watched her interview. Nice. and you went, when she explains it, I was like, yeah, it does, because that astral
that was her big
and I love the movement, you know, like just
cool.
It has a sense of movement that is very like you just go with the story, and then once you get to that ending, it's beautiful. Like
Thanks, dude. I'll tell her, man. That'll mean
it's a really great short, and I can't wait to see her do more stuff, and see you do more stuff as well.
Thanks, man.
So
dude,
power art couple. Like I feel like
thanks,
like if I pursued that life of art, and like you're living the life I would have liked to live. You know. Like,
oh, brother, hey, man. If it makes you like I haven't really worked on anything like that big. So like
but you're working on what you love, and like. Because you can create things with your hand, like that's such an amazing thing. I still think that's
Thanks,
the art of creating something. It's one thing to copy and like like, oh look, I drew Mickey Mouse. It's a whole other thing to create your own character, create your own like universe, your own story.
Thanks,
like
man.
that's not a lot of people can do that, and not a lot of people can do that well. You know, like how many times have I gone to an artist gallery and met different artists who work on their stuff, and like. Do I like all the stuff they're doing? No, like and like your story and like the thing that you came up with really drew me, because
thanks, dude.
The way you want to reference and honor like Native American culture, and then like when you're doing the muscle cars and like the desert stuff that you talk about, like that's cool, like I dig that, and then like. Yeah, I got the Knight Rider vibe that you told me about, Yeah,
it's like Knight Rider meets Dances with Wolves.
And that's a cool, like it's a look that hasn't been done, and I do think it's cool that you're making like content that is kind of honors Native American culture, because there's a lot of things that don't, and I feel like Native American culture can also be parodied or done very disrespectfully,
no, dude, I'm trying my best not to do that. Actually, on this specifically, I have a buddy who I worked with at my last job, and he's actually Cheyenne, and he lives he's literally lives up in northern Montana, and I've talked to him probably like twice a month, and like twice a month, and we've kind of just made a pact where I'm like, as soon as I write the script, like I'm sending it to him, and he's gonna send it to the elders at the tribe, and
that's great.
And they're gonna read it, and if there's something that they think that does not portray the tribe like realistically, that I'm gonna take it out. So because I really want, because I don't, dude, I'm like a half white, half Hispanic kid from Colorado. So I'm not gonna be like, yeah, this is what it's like to be Cheyenne. Like I have no idea.
Yeah.
So but I also really love, I know they say write what you know, but it's like, I don't really think that's true though, because like did like Tolkien, not that I'm saying that I'm even, I'm just saying, did Tolkien know what it was like to be Gandalf? Like, come on, like,
Hold
no.
on.
So
there's a Tolkien fan at my door right now.
oh, okay.
Oh, no, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
yeah.
you write what you're interested in. So I'm stoked to, I've always loved like those two movies, like, dude, or show Knight Rider. And when I saw Dances with Wolves, those two things were really like, I could say like 89 Batman, Knight Rider, and Dances with Wolves were 3 shows / movies that like knocked me on my ass, where I was just like, holy crap, what was that? So I really want to pull from, from that energy and kind of make a kit bash it together.
And there's I think you're going at it the right way with contacting and talking to the Cheyenne leaders, because it is, I think you need to always kind of keep in mind, especially with Native American culture, because like let's face it, we've fucked with them. I'm saying America 100%. Itself, like they've had the they've been getting beaten up a lot by America, and they are the true Americans. So
dude,
it's very sad, but it's great that you want to honor that culture and also kind of display it in a cool. I kind of feel like if you do this right, it could almost be like what Black Panther did to the African kind of culture.
Dude, God, man, I hope I can even like, I hope I can even come like at 1% of, I hope people just want to read it, you know what I mean? Because like it's I think well, here, do you mind if I can I read the log line real quick?
Let's read some of your work.
This is literally just a log line. Like it's super rough. It's a sketch, but at least it kind of gives the taste of what the story is about. So my bad. I should have had it pulled up.
It's okay.
All right, cool. Let's see here. Actually, what am I doing? It's on. I'm sure you'll have to edit this so it's not all like.
Oh no, don't worry. You know what's funny? Like editing has been, I enjoy it, but you started realizing like, okay, I gotta stop talking like that, because I have mannerisms that I do, but I'm much more aware of it now because I've edited myself a few times.
Dude, honestly, man, this whole like Corona experience with all the Zoom calls, like, because I was taking those online classes, and some of them, like, you can watch the recording back, and some of them I'm just cringing. I'm like, what I sounded like.
Yeah.
And so I'm literally like, it's kind of good though, because I'm learning how to like control my voice a little more, so I just don't so I don't sound like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like right now. So
I have the Jeff Goldblum problem where I have these like long pauses before I finish.
That's all right though, man. I don't think you do, man. I think you're very natural. You're a DJ, man. You got a hell of a lot better, more natural than I am.
I tend to I tend to talk too fast sometimes when I'm not paying attention to it. And then I have this kind of like smirkish way of not smirkish. There's a kind of tonation to my voice that I cringe, but other people, it's like it's just part of my charm. But for me, it's like
Yeah.
But
no, dude,
we just critical each other. That's all it is.
I understand. I feel the same way. I feel the exact same way. So let's see. All right, I found it. So basically, this is a log line. Like, this is what it's like a blurb, right? So here it is. So in 2044, driving is illegal. Flying is illegal. Van Dalen motors, self-driven autos are the way of the future. All Neha ever wanted was to drive from her Northern Cheyenne reservation in Montana to the ocean in her grandfather's Mustang. Hordes of droids and law enforcement personnel exempt from the laws of the land will stop at nothing to stop her, but hers is no ordinary Mustang. So that's the log line. It's just kind of a little
cue music, get that synth going,
Yeah, and the theme of the story is just that. The theme of the story is that the worst things that happen to you can sometimes be the best things that happen to you. So it's all about kind of like, it's the Wizard of Oz flipped on its head. I'm taking the Wizard of Oz and I'm telling that story in a different light. Like you could say Harry Potter is like Cinderella, right? Told in a different light. But this will be kind of about, a character that thinks that they need to leave home because they want to get the hell away from their home, but then they get to this place where they think it's classic hero's journey, I guess you could say. But I want to tie in an influence of like Native American culture, Knight Rider, sci-fi, and then like some Isaac Asimov, iRobot kind of AI type of feel. So if I can, so we'll see what it comes out to be. It's really, so thanks for asking about it, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited. I know it's not gonna come out tomorrow, but once you told me about it, like I was really excited to see what you put up and anything my friends put up. But like,
Thanks,
when the you really give your heart to that story, but it's not like sometimes I have friends there and like they tell me their projects and I'm like, that's a good idea. But no, I humor. But no, when I genuinely like have interest, I'm like, that's awesome. Like that's really
thanks, dude.
Cool.
That means a lot, man. Because because it was before I made the mistake before taking these classes of where you'd like have a page. You're like, let me tell you. So this robot kills this one guy. And like 5 hours later, they're like passed out on the floor, unconscious, and you're like, oh man, okay, I guess. So it's hard to
because you're like, I have this entire universe. To me it's like when Universal was like, we have the Dark Universe, and like they barely released one movie, and then like that movie bombed. Like, okay, we'll go back to writing more. Like, they have, this is our new Frankenstein, this is our new Bride of Frankenstein, this is our new Wolfman, and then they just kind of like okay, we're gonna rethink this.
Totally, man.
You don't want to jump the gun, and like I think we talked this last time. We both have a problem where like we want to make this epic tale, but we need to just tell one story.
Oh, dude, that's actually kind of why I wanted to tell this one, because I was working on this other one that I think I told you about it. It was way too. I mean, I want to do it someday, but I'm not ready to tell that story. It's too big. And I just need to tell, like you said, like just a simple story. And I've had many writer friends over the years tell me that, and I wasn't ready to hear it. And I finally this year, I'm like, okay, you're right. Like I need to, just simplification is it's kind of it's hard to be simplify something,
Less is more.
It really is. Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, we had a school project where like maybe 5 of us had to individually, we all had to come up together and create our own story, our own like nice. Novel. So each person was in charge of different chapters and stuff, and like we map out a story. So I mapped out this entire story for everybody, and like we gave each other things to do, and we explained the characters, and like I heard my other friend's stories, like, and then I was like, wait, why did you make this character a bad guy when like they're supposed to be like the partner? And like there's an epic battle, and then another friend like, and then this guy fought this guy. I'm like, wait, how can they fight this guy? This like, so that was a big debacle. I think the teacher even thought like this isn't working, because all the kids wanted to write their own story, and then it wasn't like cohesively together. And
it's tough, man.
It makes me really think about those writers in writers' rooms who have to like come up with this stuff all together, or like
dude, totally. Dude, actually, a buddy of mine, I talked to him here and there. His name's Chris. Good guy. He's awesome writer. He was actually like helping me write my other one I was telling you about. And at the time, we weren't seeing eye to eye on like certain plot points. And but he was right. Like he was kept saying like, dude, you got to have conflict in the story. And I'm like, yeah, but no, I don't want the character to be like that. He's like, yeah, but they have to have a flaw, otherwise there's no story. And I'm like, yeah, but no, you don't understand. They have to be. He's a hero. He's like, yeah, I know, but he has to have a flaw so that he can grow, so that they can tell the story. I didn't understand that, and I remember like thinking like, he doesn't understand, but now I'm like, I didn't understand.
You know what I'm saying? You're just so set in your ways.
He's a great writer.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's a really talented writer.
a shout out to Chris.
Christopher Mena, Mena.
Christopher
Yeah.
Mena.
Yeah.
I wonder if I heard that name before.
He actually is a friend of mine from Colorado. He like writes a bunch of cool short stories. He wrote for like newspaper stuff,
cool.
And he's a big comic book guy too. You would like him.
Let's get him on.
yeah, man.
That's just, I just want to keep lining up. I'm not doing anything, so the more and more people I have on, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, dude.
Yeah.
And
I feel like because I'm so interested in what you like your career, and other artists. I think that's such a cool occupation to have. And it's mostly because like I'm just hearing stories. It's just kind of wish fulfillment, you know.
Well, you know what? Hey, man, I feel kind of the same way. Like I've always wanted to be better about like just performance. Like I've always kind of wanted to do acting, but I've always been really scared of it. And you're very natural, like in front of people, and just the way you do your DJ stuff. So I understand, man. Like grass is always greener. Plus, I wouldn't even call myself an official comic book artist. I've never worked for DC or Marvel. So I'm kind of still in that wannabe phase, but
like you're still an artist, and like you're doing what you love, and like I think what's cool is that I really do think that this personal project is going to pay off for you. And
thank you, dude.
As a friend and as someone who really enjoys your talent, I want you to finish it, and I think that I will buy it. I like you have.
I'll make it for you. All right? I'm gonna make it for you.
You have a guaranteed. you have a guaranteed sell from me. I will buy your book, whether it be digital or a hard copy. Like I will buy.
It'll be both. It'll be both, man. Dude. I promise you, I will get it done. I will. I have to. If I have to get at least one comic done before I die, man, just one.
Yeah. No, I think you will, and I want that copy, and then when you're dead, it's gonna be worth something. So I will kill you right after, and then
perfect.
Just like Picasso, I'm gonna.
That's great. That's perfect.
It's gonna be that's art. It's a tragedy, you know. So,
yeah. You'll be that one person. Be like, dude, he read my book. You know?
Now you must die.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
But I think we'll cap it at that, and then let's do this again. Let's. Cool. I'd love to talk to you more about maybe even continue how your project's going, or more nerd talks. Maybe get your brother on. But we keep talking after. But I just want to.
Oh no, dude, all good. Yeah, because totally.
Content wise, I think we're good.
Yes. So no, you don't want to go too over the.
I have a lot of content though. Let's
talk for another hour, man. Yeah, come on,
dude. We could.
I know.
But
I know it feels like we just started. Honestly, I'm like, wait, but what about what about Spider-Man and?
Do you want to know how long it's been?
How long have we been talking now?
Maybe like an hour and a half.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah, right. That's what. See,
it does not feel like that.
That's what's so cool about.
I can't tell because I know we started a little bit before we hit record, so I lost track of time.
It's okay. I did too. But
because we started at 10:20.
Yeah.
Damn,
but that says a lot about our friendship. So I want to thank you so much because
thank you, buddy, for having me on.
I always love talking to you, and I'm great it's great that we can that I can exploit it.
Dude, I'm exploiting you right now. I don't think I'm exploiting the crap out of you. So thank you, man.
But check out Jeremy's Instagram. I'll put it down below.
Thanks, buddy.
Can I post your art store?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please do whatever. Like you can post my Instagram, the art store, and my website for sure. For the art store, for the art store, like the Batman print, I'm wrapping up like the next like week and a half, so that one will be ready to like go out. Like I actually probably should take that down until it's officially ready.
No pressure.
It's pretty much ready. But yeah, no, dude, I'd be super grateful for you to.
I got your number, so I'm not worried about not getting my product.
Cool. No.
But I mentioned it earlier. I'll post a picture of the artwork that he made for me. He made the Rocketeer, which is both one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
From the old Disney film, I believe, 94.
That's another movie I forgot to mention.
We're gonna have another. We'll do another deep dive with just movies.
That would be rad.
But he drew this artwork for me, and I love it. I framed it. It's in my office. I cherish it. So I'm very very proud of your work, and proud to say you're my
That
friend.
means so much.
So
man.
keep it up, and follow Jeremy and on his continuing success with his graphic novel and any other things he works on.
Thanks.
I can't mention all this because you do a lot of cool stuff, but we can't talk about it. So.
Oh
But-
no, dude, no. We'll
But
have to-
I want to tell you beyond. I know he's really underplaying because he's saying things like, oh, I'm still between jobs and doing like my own thing. No, he's done some really cool stuff, but because of NDA contracts, he can't talk about it. But he's a very renowned artist in his own right. So I just
Thank
want
you,
to
buddy.
clarify that
That's very kind of you.
because I don't want people to
Thank
think
you.
like, oh, he's just doodling. No. Jeremy's one of my most talented friends. I know. So
Well, thank you, man. Seriously, man.
yeah,
I
of course.
really
Yeah.
appreciate you, man, and
No,
our
of
friendship.
course.
And thanks a lot, dude. It really means a lot that you'd even want me. I mean, that you'd have me on here. So
yeah, I wanted to like you're one of the top guys that I wanted to like talk about. Like,
Thanks, dude.
Your artwork and like everything you do, but also like geeky stuff in the future. Like we're gonna
dude, no, I can't.
we're gonna do
dude,
much
let
more
me-
geeky stuff like
I'm-
in general. Yeah. So
I'm just, dude. This is my first podcast, so I'm super stoked to. Anytime you want to talk about nerd shit, dude. Like, and by the way, I'm dropping
All I
like
do.
all sorts of cuss words. So
it's okay. No, I
Just
need it. I need. Here's the
All right.
thing. On YouTube, because they have like restrictions now. If you
Yeah.
have like if it's targeted to kids, then like it has to like it's like really screened. So
yeah.
I need curse words so the kids stay off. So fuck it.
Oh, cool. Well, fuck, shit, fuck,
Fuck.
fucking shit. Sweet.
But dude, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
thank you
for having me,
again. So folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to be safe, be kind, be you. We'll see you at the next one. Peace.
See you guys.